feeling a little weird because I haven't got all the wax out yet. I was actually reading you guys' suggestion about the mineral oil. The funny thing is, the first search that came up, it was the store Canadian Tires. And for those who don't know, that place sells more like automotive and tools and stuff. Maybe wonder, what is this stuff you're suggesting? If you wonder what it's like, imagine it kind of like when you watch videos sometimes when people have, I guess, an audio recording issue where it only records one channel, like the left or the right. And when you're watching a video, you're like, hey, this doesn't make sense, or same thing with the headphones. It just makes it really disorienting. I guess with that quote drone light explosion yesterday, it generated a lot of articles just saying how potentially dangerous drone strikes are, like to the rest of the world. Like it says here, apparent attack in Venezuela highlights risk of drone strikes. While they talked about the incident yesterday, in particular with the Venezuelan president saying it was political foes that tried to kill him with a, I guess, airborne drone attack, whatever you want to call it. They talked about incidents where other activist groups have been using drones, kind of like the one with the Greenpeace where they had that Superman costume and they crashed into the power plant. And I think it's inevitable that recreational drone flyers are going to get dragged into this, unfortunately. Like it says here, those simple recreational drones have become common for photos and video production. They have become increasingly popular at opposition rallies to document the number of people present, which is frequently a subject of heated debate between supporters and adversaries of the government. And then of course that is going to lead into things like the debate about rules and regulations when it comes to flying drones. It says here, regulations around the globe have struggled to keep up with the rapid proliferation of commercially available drones, according to Colin Clark. And I guess in general, it says it's not enough, I guess, what they have. It says, very serious looming threat. In the United States, officials have warned that existing law does not adequately protect against possible crimes using unmanned aircraft systems or UAS, including conventional attacks, cyber attacks, drug smuggling, and surveillance. That's one thing I definitely pondered about, whether or not incidents like this, people will use that as a way to, I guess, justify laws, even if they're extremely over the top and don't really relate to the people who fly it on an everyday, casual hobby basis. It was kind of interesting to read the perspective of the, quote, psychological effect of it. It says, experts say the psychological effect of a small but successful attack could far outstrip the actual physical damage, accomplishing the goal of spreading terror that many militant groups such as Islamic State and Al-Qaeda have made their mission. With a Twitter account and a toy drone, you could really cause a lot of panic these days, Clark said. That's a big part of terrorism, the psychological aspect. Even if you can't kill a large number of people, you can still cause fear. That was very ironic, I think, basically that statement in terms of the fear. For things like the fear, I would say it's actually more due to things like the media and how the news presents stuff like the drones, like just on a regular basis. And for example, everyone thinks it's spying on you. They have these ridiculous examples that aren't even practical, like, yeah, right, a guy with a drone, like a huge one right in front of your window spying on you, good luck. Or everyone thinking it has bombs, I guess, with news and stuff like this. In terms of fear, I would say calm down in many ways, like with the regular sensational news stories when it comes to things like drones. Can they be used in a bad way? Yeah, of course, like everyone else, but you shouldn't make everyone fear them, like, oh my god, everything in the sky is gonna be dangerous like that. I mean, it's kind of funny because we talked about that story the other day, the one about the quote near miss with the, what is it, pallet-sized drone. I don't know how they even confirmed that. And I was just talking to a person who actually read that story. He's like, did you read that story where the drone nearly hit the airplane and stuff? I talked about it briefly. I was like, did you know it was this? This is what the official report was. And afterwards he says, oh, it's just the media trying to basically get some buzz by making something extremely negative. Like in many cases, I think that's the problem too in terms of creating the fear. And as usual, I say, while it's easy to think, hey, what if this thing does something bad? How about the other way around? What if someone could have used it in a good way, but they were stopped because of things like regulations and stuff too? I mean, there's always going to be good people and bad people, regardless of the tech, tools, and resources. I was wondering what all that screaming was about. I guess they were just struggling up that little hill. Keep hearing all that rattling, like, what's that up there? See it hiding right there. Alright, see you guys later.